intentions. And here I am getting tricked by a hit piece. It's not what the Wall Street Journal did is not journalism. It was a hit piece for clicks and views and people to watch their video and people to subscribe to the Wall Street Journal. There's no integrity in actual journalism anymore. I don't consider myself a journalist, but even me, who is not a journalist, still is having the balls to make this video and to admit I was actually showed you. And I got tricked by it too. Do you see how goddamn dangerous fake news is? Do you stuff that usually I don't fall for this shit, but this is what I fell for, hook, line, and sinker. I totally fell for what the Wall Street Journal was saying about PewDiePie. Like, oh, I know that he doesn't have like malicious intentions. And here I am getting tricked by a hit piece. It's not. Do you see how goddamn dangerous fake news is? Do you see, usually I don't fall for this shit, but this is what I fell for, hook, line, and sinker. I totally fell for what the Wall Street Journal was saying about PewDiePie. Like, in actual journalism anymore. I don't consider myself a journalist, but even me, who is not a journalist, still is having the balls to make this video and to admit I was wrong. Do you think the fucking Wall Street Journal?
Well, if it smells like shit, it probably is shit. So remember, in this video, we're going to shift focus. We're going to make excuses. We're going to justify mistakes and behaviors, all right? We're going to try to protect ourselves from being criticized. We're going to attempt to confuse. That's right, we are, okay? Because if we confuse people, guess what? We can make ourselves less responsible, aka the evil news media. All right, we're going to skate around the issues, and we're clearly not going to shoulder any fucking responsibility, aka I was tricked by the news media, but somehow I still have the balls to apologize. So with that said, let's listen to this again. But before we do, this was on Twitter. So Tony's on Twitter, and Tony tells Rich on Twitter, I predict 1316 Killer will make 10 videos out of this. Laugh out loud. That dude hangs on your nuts more than pubic hair, bro. And then Rich from ReviewTechUSA responds, more like 20. He's brilliant comedian. Ha! So Tony, I will make another video on this subject matter. And if you Google PewDiePie and ReviewTechUSA, Tony, the first page on Google is at least 8 fucking ReviewTech videos on fucking PewDiePie. Okay, Tony? So with that said, let's listen to this shit.
I remember a couple days ago, I was actually going to make this video yesterday, but I got busy with IRL things. I made a video about PewDiePie and how he said anti-Semitic things, and I was like, I can't defend him. I think at this point I've defended PewDiePie in the past before, but he went too far. Where he had like Hitler jokes in his videos, and he had kids via Fiverr, which I'll explain in more detail in a minute, hold up a sign saying death to all Jews, subscribe to Keemstar, and he had a guy dress up like Jesus via Fiverr and say that Hitler did nothing wrong, and I'm like, oh, that's it. PewDiePie done fucked up. He's getting everything that he deserves. And I was pretty hell-bent on my position on that. Now, I'm going to say something else, too, because I'm sure there's going to be people coming out of the woodwork and saying this. I lost a whopping 38 subscribers the day that I had that video posted. Okay? I love all my subscribers, but I've had much more.
It's not about subscribers. It's about saving face.
Subscribers, because I ripped him a new one. I had a video that was just a parody video when the PS4 Slim came out, where I did a PS4 Slim unboxing, and Donald Trump was a cucumber and beat the shit out of me. People were mad that I made fun of Donald Trump, even though I really didn't. It was just a parody, and I lost subscribers then substantially more over multiple days with that video too. I have deleted videos before, even if I agreed with my viewpoint, admittedly, because it was just less of a headache deleting the video than it was keeping it.
Trust me, guys, this is not the same video.
Actually, I still didn't. It's just privatized. I just made it private, I mean. I didn't delete the video because I lost 38 subs. I'm just putting it out there. Trust me, I've been in much worse situations with things like that. So anyway, the first seed of doubt that was planted with my mindset was even before I uploaded the video. I was being interviewed by Liana Kersner. That interview, mirror it on my YouTube channel as well. Make sure you subscribe to her. Like I said, I'll have a link to her channel below in the description, where I explained to her my initial viewpoint on PewDiePie and his anti-Semitic comments. And she's like, what about Seth MacFarlane, the creator of Family Guy? What about South Park? Things like that. Or maybe someone else said South Park thing to me. And I'm like, yeah, but PewDiePie, he's partnered with Disney. It's different. He shouldn't have said those things. And I was just stubborn. I was being a fucking idiot. Okay? And I knew the video wasn't going to be popular. And she had a point, though. My point being, first and foremost, she had a point. And it kind of made me doubt myself. But
make sure you get your boots, too, because it's getting fucking thick in here.
I'm right. I think I'm right. My opinion's right. I'm still going to upload it. So I upload the video, and it's pretty much even slightly more unpopular about PewDiePie than I thought it was going to be. And I'm like, you know what? It is what it is, man. I'm not going to change my viewpoint because it's unpopular and people are pissed off about how I feel.
Really?
I've been down this road before. It is what it is. It's what I do on YouTube.
Isn't that kind of what this is?
Then I saw H3H3's Productions video on PewDiePie.
This is where we're going to fast forward.
Watching Adolf Hitler do a speech. And I saw that, I was like, damn, what the fuck is he doing? Again, my own fault. I should have dug deeper. What it was is that PewDiePie was basically saying, he had a video talking about people, you know, say I'm racist, I'm not racist, and he was defending himself. And he was basically mocking the people that say he's racist and they're totally unfounded. Their claims are totally unfounded. And he was mocking them, so he dressed up like an SS officer to say, haha, look, oh yeah, I'm so racist. And it was, again, it was about the context. If you just took the clip where he was watching Hitler, it's totally different than what he actually meant in the full video. Again, Wall Street Journal knew this, but they weren't doing journalism. They were doing a hit piece because, again, they're grade A pieces of shit. Do you see how goddamn dangerous fake news is?
Dangerous!
Do you see, and I consider myself, I'm proud of myself that usually I don't fall for this shit, but this is what I fell for, hook, line, and sinker. I totally fell for what the Wall Street Journal was saying about PewDiePie. Like, oh, they showed video evidence, there's nothing else behind this. Okay,
this is where we get serious, okay? Because I couldn't make an hour-long video. I want you to hear this again, okay?
Hitler, it's totally different than what he actually meant in the full video. Again, Wall Street Journal knew this, but they weren't doing journalism. They were doing a hit piece because, again, they're grade A pieces of shit. Do you see how goddamn dangerous fake news is? Do you see, and I consider myself, I'm proud of myself that usually I don't fall for this shit, but this is what I fell for, hook, line, and sinker. I totally fell for what the Wall Street Journal was saying about PewDiePie. Like, oh, they showed video evidence, there's nothing.
That's enough of that. Replay it if you have to. Replay it and burn that in. Listen to that, listen to that, and listen to that. So, my first video was about stepping up, just taking the blame, and shouldering the responsibility, right? But that's not what he's doing, because he's blaming the media. The media tricked him. The media tricked this 36-year-old man, right? Somehow he got tricked by this one news organization, and we're going to get into that. And obviously he skated around the truth, and we're not going to play the whole video again, blah, 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 blah. I did that before. If somebody wants to, you know, go watch his video or go watch my other video, that's fine. But he's attempting to confuse the issue to make him less responsible, okay? And that's what I was talking about in my other video. But this audio right here shows you that he's a liar. That's right. ReviewTechUSA is a liar. And we're going to get into that. So Tony, you know, he was afraid I was going to make, 10 videos on the subject matter. And Rich said, oh, it's like 20. So for whatever reason, Rich can make 20, 30 videos on PewDiePie. But I can't make a video on ReviewTechUSA. So with that said, here is ReviewTech on Twitter. These were sent to me. ReviewTechUSA on Twitter said, "Hey Polygon, nice to see you riding the PewDiePie hit piece train. Learn what context is, you fools." Seriously? Tony, do you not see the hypocrisy in that fucking tweet from Rich to Polygon? Seriously? You can't see that hypocrisy? Now, Tony, in case you don't understand hypocrisy, I'm going to read it to you. It's someone claiming to have moral fucking standards. Does it sound like this guy right here has any moral fucking standards, Tony? Seriously? So here we are again on Twitter. And Rich is on Twitter and he says, "That's one thing I hate about doing internet for a living." Oh, here we go with the poor me, poor me. "Oh, I make my money on the internet for a living. I regurgitate video game news articles and sometimes drama, and sometimes I infuse drama in video game news articles, and I can't fucking get it right. And because I'm on the internet, once you make a mistake, it's never forgotten." So here he is again with the poor me fucking attitude, skating around the issue and trying to confuse and take less responsibility. With this poor me fucking attitude. Poor me, my job is so hard. 10 minutes of fucking research, Rich. You wouldn't have to type this on Twitter, but you want everybody to have that sympathy for you, so that's exactly why that got typed on fucking Twitter. So, let me think about this. You had drama, you had regurgitation. If you just took out the drama from the regurgitation, guess what wouldn't happen? You wouldn't have to type, "Oh, if I make a mistake, it's never forgotten, blah, 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 fucking blah," okay? But he's making excuses, he's shifting focus, he's protecting himself from criticism. Poor me, feel sorry for me, okay? That's what he's doing, Tony, okay? Tony, in case you didn't catch on, okay? That's what he's doing while I'm hanging off his fucking nuts, Tony, alright? Oh, there's more, Tony. There's more. So, ReviewTechUSA is on Twitter. And he says, "Oh, my newest PewDiePie video is making people say all of my videos are based on misinformation. 97% of my entire catalog has been accurate. Sit down." Did he just say 97% of his catalog has been accurate? Did you just pull that right out of your ass, Rich? Seriously? You might need to wipe your hand off right after that one. Okay? Let's put on our fucking galoshes, because it's getting fucking thick in here. Okay? I'm not even going to bring up the Nintendo in cahoots with fucking Walmart, okay? No less the video we just did the other day about the Nintendo Classic not getting made anymore. I won't bring up those two incidents. Nope, I'll leave that alone, okay? I'm sure people in the comment section down below can type at least 20 fucking times you have been ridiculously fucking wrong, okay? Why? Because you've added drama. Let's talk about Resident Evil. Should we bring up Resident Evil 7? That was just 5 fucking days ago. But let's try not to make this video too long, alright? So, And how do I know this is really Review Tech on Twitter? Because they were talking about me in the thread, and because, of course, nobody would have this poor me attitude if they were a fake Review Tech account, okay? So, Tony, I hope you're catching on. This is why, well, I really respect Rich. He openly admits when he's wrong. And even decides to do a video. Who else can do that for 500,000 people? This is what was in ReviewTechUSA's comment section. Let me read that again. This is why I really respect Rich. He openly admits when he's wrong and even decides to do a video on it. Who else can do that to 500,000 people? Well, Chris, let me explain. The guy that monetized a fake fucking apology to gain revenue over all the PewDiePie drama. Okay, Chris? Can you catch the fuck on now? Now, here's some of my thoughts on that. Just by reading some of those comments, I was thinking, you know what? We probably have some sort of codependency on the part of Rich and his subscribers because they all live in the same little fucking bubble, right? You scratch my back, I scratch yours. You scratch my ego, thank you very much. Okay? I'm addicted to you regurgitating video game news. I'll clearly overlook your fucking huge mistakes, okay? Keep this in mind. Children choose easy over hard, simplistic over complex, and fast over slow. But significant contributions are often difficult, unlike people that just regurgitate video game news articles, right? So then what happens? We decide to add drama. And what did Rich say? Rich said he was tricked. He was tricked.
Grade A pieces of shit.
So let's listen to this again.
Do you see how goddamn dangerous fake news is? Do you see, and I consider myself, I'm proud of myself that usually I don't fall for this shit, but this one I fell for hook, line, and sinker. I totally fell for what the Wall Street Journal was saying about PewDiePie. Like, oh, they showed video evidence, there's nothing else behind this. I was mad at myself. I was pissed. That's also part of a reason why I didn't make a video.
I was mad at myself.
Angry.
I was pissed. I want you to pay attention to that audio. Seriously, pay attention to that audio. If you have to, go look up the video and look at his facial features and look at his body language. Now, he said he's tricked, right? He's clearly not shouldering the responsibility. Now, he's blaming the news media. They tricked him, right? Using the word tricked. And I started thinking, well, obviously, if he's tricked, he's lying to us. I kept looking at that video. I kept looking at that piece of the video. And I'm like, this guy is clearly lying to his audience. And you can hear it in his tone, okay? And how can you tell? Because if someone's lying to you, they change pitch. And he's clearly changing pitch there. You can clearly see different things going on there. So he says he's tricked. So therefore, he's saying he's tricked, he was deceived, he was outwitted. Now, why would you tell somebody you were tricked? Well, because he's trying to save face. But if he's tricked and he's deceived and he's outwitted, that means he was outsmarted. And why in the hell would you tell someone you were outsmarted? Because if you're telling somebody you're outsmarted, that's telling someone that whoever wrote the article has more intelligence than him. And why would you say someone has more intelligence than you when you're a grown-ass man and this was just in regards over an article? Because he has to lie to you to get you to believe the bullshit that he's spewing right now. So when he said tricked, he wasn't thinking because he was lying. Because when you say tricked, you were deceived, you were outsmarted. Therefore, what does that mean? He's telling you that someone has more intelligence. Why would you do that over a news article? Because he's fucking lying, okay? So that also means he's easily misled. So couldn't that mean he could easily mislead others by his regurgitation of video game articles? So hence, maybe that's why people are saying your videos are based on misinformation, Rich. So if you're trying to tell everybody legitimately that you're less intelligent than whoever wrote the article and you could easily get misled over one fucking article because you can't bother to do research, well, doesn't that mean you wouldn't bother to do research on 97% of your other fucking video game articles that you regurgitate for your audience? So why would you not take responsibility when people are in your comment section telling you that you're misleading in a lot of your videos? You're not wanting to listen to that part of the bubble because that part of the bubble isn't part of your reality. So So how do you damage your credibility, Rich? Why are there people that do not believe you? Because you're a fucking liar. Because you're lying to people right here saying you were tricked. You're lying. You're lying. And that's how your credibility is damaged. So what happens? How do you damage your credibility, Rich? Well, you fail to keep up with your field of information, which is regurgitating video game articles, right? You go over into this drama area, you don't do a fucking enough research, you shoot up a PewDiePie video that wasn't popular opinion, you immediately delete it, and that is how you lose credibility. And you do this time and time again like a broken fucking record. I had a friend that was going to make a video on this, and he was like, fuck it, it's a waste of my time, because he's going to do it again and again and again. And how do you lose your credibility, Rich? When you withhold information, aka the truth. When you don't tell the truth, you lose your credibility, and you're not telling the truth here. You're a fucking liar. You're a liar. And anybody with a level of intelligence that knows you're not shouldering the responsibility, that knows this was a bullshit apology to then make more ad revenue, because guys, this video is monetized. This apology video is conveniently monetized. So you lose credibility for your apology video that's bullshit, that's fucking monetized. And what are you doing? You're trying to get people to like you, okay? And you need to get people to fucking respect you. So you're going about it all the wrong fucking way. And you're not taking personal fucking responsibility. And clearly, this piece of audio right here, with your tone, with the change in the pitch, shows you're a fucking liar. Nailed it.